Welcome back to Mental Health Monday. So today I want to talk about how your doctor might be contributing to your poor mental health. Yes, that's what I said. Your doctor might be making your depression and anxiety worse. Okay, so hear me out. I know this is a little provocative, but for some reason in America we have this idea that doctors are gods or demigods, so they can't make any mistakes, and whatever they say is the truth, even if it doesn't feel right for you or feel good for you or doesn't really represent the experience you've been having. So let me tell you right now, doctors, I know a lot of them. I've worked in integrative health for over 20 years. I've worked for several integrative doctors as well as regular doctors. They are not gods and they are not demigods. They are people in the practice of medicine. They went to medical school and then they got a job in medicine. Just like maybe you went to photography school and then you got a job in photography. Doesn't mean you're an expert. Just means you have training. So if you believe every opinion that every doctor has ever given you, that might be contributing to your depression and anxiety. Because maybe something else is going on other than depression and anxiety. There's this unfortunate thing that happens in medical offices. Doctors go to school for a really long time, and they go to school during the development period of their brain. And so they're filling their head full of medical facts and not having any social experiences. And so a lot of times a doctor in practice doesn't have very good bedside manner. And so he or she may use fear or intimidation to get you to be quiet or to get you out of the office because they're on a schedule or maybe they don't know the answer to your question. Unfortunately, in the world, there are people who choose to act their best all the time, and then there's some who don't really care and put a lot of effort into their behavior. We could call those bad people. So unfortunately, there's good people and bad people in the world, and there's good doctors and bad doctors. So if you've been to a doctor's appointment where you feel intimidated or fearful by what they've told you, you probably need to go shopping for a new doctor. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety and a bunch of other mental illnesses, bipolar, generalized anxiety disorder, ADD, ADHD. I was diagnosed with those all within the period of about 1 year, 1996-97. I was diagnosed by several different doctors, and there was something else going on in my body. Yes, I was depressed and I did have some mental issues, but I had some physical symptoms that were not being listened to and not being addressed. And what I just described it to you is the trauma of being chronically ill. So whether you're chronically depressed or you have a physical chronic illness, when you or I go to the doctor and we're not validated by the person that we're talking to, that is traumatic. And so besides being ill and not feeling well and maybe having mental symptoms as well, we go and we have an additional trauma of not being listened to. This is another way that your doctor may, on purpose or on accident, be contributing to your depression and your anxiety because they're not validating what is going on in your body. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love doctors. I've worked for doctors. Some of my close friends are doctors. These are good people with good intentions. Sometimes they're misinformed and sometimes they have ego problems. Sometimes they're just showing up to get a paycheck. It's your responsibility and opportunity to find who resonates with you, who validates you, who has the expertise in the illness, whether it's physical or mental, that you're experiencing. That's what good doctors will do for you.